Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another special edition of PK and Johnny's Booze Reviews.
Better believe it.
This time, we've got something very good for you. We are not going to mix it with anything. We are not going to add anything. We are not even going to have extra booze with this one.
We don't want to taint it because of how good it potentially will be.
Exactly. This is the most expensive beer I have ever bought.
$20 a bottle.
$20 a bottle, limit of 2. And I got this down at Willow Park liquor store. They've got a great selection of beer there, and I should probably go back and look at some of this stuff because Co-op and Willow Park have some wonderful different varieties of beer.
Now this one, isn't it a limited edition beer?
And we managed to get 2.
Ah.
But I get one for myself.
You bastard.
This is from Big Rock Brewery. We actually featured one of their beers on here, and that was the Hell's Bach.
Yep.
This one is Erratic Stone-Fired Ale. Now, this one, as I said, is a limited edition, and I've been looking for this after hearing about it. Now, I've heard it through various sources that this is a really good beer, tough to come by. So finding this and having the lady come out of Willow Park with 2 of these in hand, skipping along, made me a very happy person.
I bet. That's quite a special way of how they make it.
Yes, we would actually like to show that for you. So if you guys got 5 minutes to sit back, relax, pause this video, grab some popcorn, because we like to actually just share with you what Big Rock has in store with this and how it's made.
Coming up next on How It's Made, Big Rock Brewery Erratic.
Hundreds of years ago, a lot of the brews weren't direct fired because the brew kettles were made out of wood. So they would get that wood as hot as they could, but they just couldn't turn it into a boil. So they would preheat or superheat rocks over wood fires and then actually drop those stones right into the wort or into the brew kettle, and that would bring it into a boil. So we're going to try to replicate that. We've got a little bit better technology with Tiger torches and propane. I don't think they had propane back in those days. But we're just starting to heat them up now, and probably about 45 minutes, we should have it up to about 700 degrees C, and in she goes. So there is no heat being applied to this brew kettle right now, and it's still got a nice boil going on. Now those rocks are so hot, of course the wort is going to caramelize onto the rocks themselves, and hopefully that's going to give us a nice caramelized flavor to the beer. Now we're going to pull this one out when this boil slows down and put heat back onto it again and get it back in here. So once we put the heat on there, I think that's going to burn a lot of the wort that's still stuck, or the caramelized wort that's stuck onto the rocks. We'll put that right back into the boil. So this is our new bottle filler. We just started running it today for real. We've done a lot of trials with it. It's a lot better than the previous one we used for the Vargas. It's doing more bottles at a time. It's a lot more efficient. It does double evacuation, so it really does a pure job of filling these bottles.
Lined up our own jigging system and doing them all by hand. 3,300.
I said, nice job. That looks really good. That's awesome.
Oh, that's fabulous. And we're back! So what do you guys think?
I thought it looked damn delicious. I've never seen them put large boiling rocks into beer pots before, but
They put large boiling rocks into beer.
Yep.
Obviously, that's why it's limited edition, because they don't do this very often. You don't go back. And it is also an Alchemist an Alchemist Dream. Well, okay, it's Alchemist Edition, but it's an Alchemist Dream, and I have been holding this bottle here.
It's like what, like a special kind of like series they do?
Every now and then, I think they do a couple of these
Alright.
series. So
Alchemist Edition, Big Rock Brewery, Heretic. How could we resist? Centuries ago, brewmasters were unable to add direct flame to a wooden kettle, so intensely heated stones were immersed to bring the brew to a boil. To apply this old-fashioned tradition to our Heretic stone-filled fired ale, we mined, heated, and added our own brew kettle coarse BC granite, resulting in an unusual mineral and burnt caramel complexity to this unique beer style. We hope you enjoyed drinking it as much as we enjoyed brewing it. I will.
So a lot of this stuff was handcrafted. I mean, they even put the labels on by hand. I think I'm gonna open this holy grail of beer and see.
Teeth?
Well, I was
My
gonna
hand?
do it underneath the armpit.
Wedging the nipple there and just give her a yank.
Homer's looking a little dead right now. However, I think this calls for a almost dead battery Homer.
Alright, let's see how she sounds.
So I had to switch because Homer's teeth aren't big enough for this thing. Oh,
Smell.
like nothing I've ever smelled before.
Really?
Yes.
I think we may be in for a treat, my friend.
I think we might be too. I'm not bringing down the glasses of IKEA for you.
No IKEA glasses.
Not on this round. We're going for the
I
good
feel
stuff.
so rich in both spirit and alcohol. Oh, this looks good. This looks good.
It looks really good.
It looks like a slightly lighter version of Coca-Cola. Perhaps if you mixed
Ginger ale.
and ginger ale. Yeah, I see that. I see that. Not too heady. Nice and bubbly, it looks like. It does have a certain je ne sais quoi to it.
It does.
Something unique that I can't quite put my finger on.
No. Well, I can smell a little bit of the caramel.
Yeah,
Look
look
at
at that.
wearing it. So what do you say? Shall we indulge our...
Indeed.
Pellets?
Big Rock Brewery, Erratic. Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
5.8.
What percent is that?
That's a 5.8.
That is a tasty beverage.
It's got a light taste to it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel really malty.
Kind of like a smoky aftertaste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is not too heavy. It does have a lighter taste. The aftertaste is I'd say slightly bitter. Not in like a disgusting way, just in a slightly bitter beer way. It's a little bit smoky afterwards too.
Yeah. It does have like
Carbony.
It does have an afterbite.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's a very interesting mix. It's almost a bit like mixing like a light beer and a stronger beer together, and you kind of taste them separately at different points of the
yes.
sip.
You do actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
First sip, it tastes like a light beer, and when you swallow it, it tastes like a stronger beer.
a stronger beer.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And it's got a bite of almost a stronger beer, but not terribly strong beer because of the lightness actually. Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Now I understand why they call it an alchemy edition. Because
Yeah.
it's like they're mixing two different beers together. and
Yeah, exactly.
going from there.
Mixing the two different elements together. They've come up with gold.
They
I tell
have.
you. You can see why everyone want to get their hands on that. That's really interesting.
That's really interesting and really good. Folks, if you're out of the Calgary area and you get your hand on one of these bottles,
Yeah, definitely check it out.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. This is really tough to come by, and they're like wandering around. We went to the beer fest, and if you didn't watch the last video, shame on you for one.
Yeah.
And secondly, you heard me say that it was sold out within an hour.
Yeah. I say that of all the beers we've tried on the show, because I know we try a lot of like novelty beers and whatnot, this is probably the most interestingly good one I think
Yes.
I've had.
Yeah.
Some of the others have been good, but this is the most, like, for lack of a better term, interestingly good. This is fucking fantastic, man.
It is
I don't know
awesome.
about you. I think that's, well, I mean, I know I didn't buy this, but I paid $20 for it again.
Yeah. No,
I'd
I-
definitely buy this again.
I'd buy this again. I definitely would. I mean, it's worth the $20. It's
Yeah,
actually
it's like a beer when you have like a bunch of friends over and you're like, you guys want to try something really damn tasty?
Mhm.
Fuck the Kokanee or the Old Milwaukee or the
Yep.
whatever.
Or the
Bust out
Pacific
Erratic.
Pilsner
Yeah,
Turbo.
Yeah.
This is actually a good company beer. Like
Yeah.
I think I
It's like
charge.
top shelf, yeah.
I charge an admission,
Charge admission, yeah.
for people coming in to try this.
Ticket.
I mean, it's really good. I understand why it's $20. I was kind of scared because We've had beers on the show where it's $12 and that tastes like absolute crap.
And after you get down about halfway through the first little cup here, your tongue doesn't really taste the bitterness anymore.
No.
It kind of gets used to it, and then it becomes something even better, I'd say.
It's the taste actually changes.
Yeah, the taste changes. Makes it easier to drink probably about halfway through a little cup like this. So.
And that's why in the video you see the guy just pound it back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is fantastic, man. Hell, I could just sit here just talking about this beer all day.
Yeah,
That's the episode.
It is really good. Like I'm very shocked. I actually like this.
Yeah, if I would have tried that at the festival, I would have said that would have been my favorite.
Yeah, and I understand why it sold out. I really do. It's really, really good. I mean, 750 milliliters, right there. Big Rock, $20. Expensive beer. It's like having a very expensive wine.
Yeah.
It is.
Get it nice and chilled though. Put it in the snifter if you don't want to use one of these fucking things.
Yeah.
But still, damn tasty.
Honestly, if you get your hands on one of these and you love your beer.
Yeah, get it. Check it out. Out of anything I think I've recommended on this show, I'd probably recommend this the most. This was really fantastic. Really interesting flavor.
Yep.
Damn refreshing. I would get drunk off it in a heartbeat. I would buy it again.
This
5 out of 5,
has
10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up.
Yep, all the above. It's really good.
Fantastic.
Worth the money you paid for it.
Yeah, it is.
And it's called a strong beer. Do you find it a strong beer?
Doesn't taste strong. No.
Doesn't taste strong. No. It's got a medium to strong, but not strong.
Yeah. Fucking tasty.
So Big Rock, you bring up more of this stuff.
Yeah, we'll be buying it.
We'll be buying it. We'll be definitely buying it. And I think I can't.
On the corner to get me some of those.
You may want to get another job.
Yeah, I should. I'm Johnny Oldschool for Booze Reviews.
I'm PK for Booze Reviews.
And that was Big Rock Erratic. Buy it, or I'll kill you in your sleep.
As he says, and he will, because he's Freddy Krueger. Have a good night, folks.
Giving me an option, you say I must choose between you and the liquor, then I'll take the booze. Jumping on Western down to the south side, where I'll sit down and exercise my Irish pride. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Pour my beer down the sink, I've got more in the trunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. And I'm going to be drunk till the next time I'm drunk. Get off that stage.
Perfect.